Born Thomas William Selleck on January 29th, 1945, in Detroit, Michigan, Tom Selleck grew up in a middle-class household grounded in discipline, responsibility, and quiet perseverance. His parents emphasized education and character over celebrity, values that would later become central to the way Selleck navigated fame. As a young man, acting was not his goal. Instead, he excelled in athletics and earned a basketball scholarship to the University of Southern California, where he studied business administration. To help support himself, he took occasional modeling jobs, never imagining they would become a gateway into entertainment. Yet casting directors quickly noticed his height, confidence, and calm screen presence. Encouraged by early opportunities, Selleck trained seriously at the Beverly Hills Playhouse, approaching acting with the same work ethic he applied to sports. These early years were not glamorous, but they laid the foundation for a career built on patience, professionalism, and respect for the craft, rather than overnight success, finding his way through television's early doors. Selleck's early acting career unfolded slowly through guest roles in television and modest film appearances during the late 1960s and 1970s. Like many young actors, he faced rejection far more often than recognition, auditioning constantly while learning resilience. These years taught him humility and sharpened his understanding of character work. He appeared in shows such as The Rockford Files, where his recurring roles placed him alongside established performers and exposed him to the realities of professional television production. Watching seasoned actors at work gave Selleck invaluable insight into timing, restraint, and authenticity. He was not chasing stardom. He was learning how to belong. Those experiences built his confidence and clarified his approach to acting as a collaborative art rather than a spotlight chase. By the end of the 1970s, Selleck was still far from famous, but he had quietly earned a reputation as reliable, grounded, and serious about his work, qualities that would soon change his life in ways he never anticipated. Magnum P.I, and the making of an icon. Everything changed when Tom Selleck was cast as Thomas Magnum in the CBS series Magnum P.I, which premiered in 1980. Set against the sun-drenched backdrop of Hawaii, the show blended action, humor, and emotional depth, and Selleck's performance anchored it all. His portrayal of Magnum was confident without arrogance, charming without artificiality, and vulnerable beneath the bravado. Audiences responded immediately. His mustache became iconic, but it was his humanity that made the character endure. In 1984, Selleck won an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, cementing his place in television history. Magnum P.I was more than a hit. It redefined what a television hero could be. Selleck demonstrated that strength and sensitivity could coexist, setting a new standard for leading men. Despite the fame, he remained grounded, often crediting his upbringing and early struggles for keeping his ego in check. Expanding beyond the small screen, following the success of Magnum P.I, Selleck transitioned seamlessly into film, proving he was more than a television star. He appeared in box office hits like 3 Men and a Baby and its sequel, films that showcased his comedic timing and warmth. He also demonstrated versatility in projects such as Quigley Down Under, where he embraced the physical and moral complexity of a Western hero. Notably, Selleck turned down the role of Indiana Jones due to contractual obligations, a decision often discussed but never regretted by him. Rather than chasing every opportunity, he chose roles aligned with his values and instincts. His characters consistently reflected integrity, resilience, and relatability. This selective approach earned him long-term respect in Hollywood. Selleck was not interested in reinvention for attention's sake. Instead, he focused on longevity, balance, and craftsmanship, allowing his career to evolve naturally without compromising his sense of self. Taking creative risks. In the late 1990s, Selleck surprised audiences by embracing projects that challenged expectations. His role in the romantic comedy In and Out was particularly meaningful, as the film addressed LGBTQ+ themes with humor and empathy at a time when mainstream Hollywood rarely did. His participation reflected openness rather than calculation. Around the same period, he starred in the short-lived CBS sitcom The Closer, playing a high-powered advertising executive navigating corporate pressure and personal uncertainty. Although the show lasted only 1 season, it allowed Selleck to showcase sharp comedic instincts and vulnerability in a modern workplace setting. These roles demonstrated his willingness to experiment and step outside the familiar heroic mold. He was no longer proving himself. He was exploring storytelling from different angles. Even when projects did not achieve lasting commercial success, they reinforced his reputation as an actor, unafraid to take thoughtful, creative risks. Jesse Stone and the Power of Quiet Strength, one of the most critically acclaimed chapters of Selleck's career, came with the Jesse Stone television film series, beginning in 2005. Portraying a small-town police chief grappling with loneliness, alcoholism, and moral complexity, Selleck delivered a performance defined by restraint and emotional honesty. Unlike earlier roles built on charm and confidence, Jesse Stone was introspective and flawed. Selleck's understated approach earned widespread praise and deep audience connection. The series emphasized character over spectacle, allowing viewers to sit with silence, regret, and moral struggle. Selleck became closely involved with the development of the films, ensuring the tone remained faithful to the source material. The role resonated because it reflected maturity, both as an actor and as a human being. Jesse Stone was not about triumph, but about endurance, and Selleck's portrayal remains one of the most respected and enduring achievements of his career. A family life rooted in commitment. Away from the spotlight, Selleck's personal life reflected the same steadiness seen in his professional choices. He was married to Jacqueline Ray from 1971 to 1982 and adopted her son, Kevin Shepard, maintaining a meaningful parental bond even after their divorce. In 1987, he married Jilly Joan Mack, a British actress and dancer, in a private ceremony that reflected his desire for a grounded family life. Together, they welcomed their daughter, Hannah, in 1988. Selleck made a conscious decision to prioritize family, often stepping back from Hollywood's constant demands. Hannah later pursued a successful career in equestrian sports and horse breeding, embodying the discipline and independence her parents valued. Selleck has often spoken about how family gave him perspective, reminding him that success is hollow without connection. This balance allowed him to sustain both a long career and a fulfilling personal life. The lasting influence of James Garner. At 80, Tom Selleck offered a rare and emotional reflection on the man who influenced him more than anyone else, James Garner. Their relationship began during Selleck's early years on The Rockford Files, when Garner was already a respected star. Rather than maintaining distance, Garner treated the younger actor with warmth and equality. Selleck has described Garner as a mentor without pretension, someone who taught through example rather than instruction. Watching Garner navigate fame with humility left a lasting impression. "He was the only one who could do that to me," Selleck admitted, referring to Garner's ability to quietly shape his values. Garner showed him that success did not require ego, only integrity. Their friendship endured for decades, grounded in mutual respect and shared understanding of the craft. When Garner passed away in 2014, Selleck felt the loss deeply, describing him as irreplaceable. Legacy beyond fame and applause. Today, Tom Selleck's legacy is defined not only by iconic roles, but by the character he demonstrated throughout his life. From Magnum P.I. to Blue Bloods, from Jesse Stone to his quieter personal choices, his career reflects consistency, respect, and humanity. His emotional tribute to James Garner revealed what matters most to him. Not awards, but influence. Not fame, but friendship. Selleck's journey shows that greatness is rarely built alone. It is shaped by those who guide, encourage, and believe in us at crucial moments. His confession was not about vulnerability, but gratitude, acknowledging the unseen forces behind success. As audiences continue to admire his work across generations, Selleck stands as a reminder that being a good actor is meaningful, but being a good human being leaves the deepest mark. That more than anything defines his enduring place in television history.